Hey everyone, welcome back to Owl Creek. I'm Cody. Before we get started today, I want to give a huge thank you to Kevin and Rachel at Hidden Heights Farm for giving us a shout out. And thanks to all of our new subscribers that have came in to check us out. Hope that you all stick around, that you like what you see. So today I'm going to be doing an update video just to give all of our new subscribers an idea of what we have going on here and a little update. So currently we have some hydroponic growing, we have elevated raised garden beds, we have other raised garden beds in our normal big garden. We have Kiko goats, we have some Nigerian dwarf goats, and some mixed Kiko Spanish goats. We also have silver fox rabbits and about 35 chickens that we'll go and check out later. So our setup here is kind of a big family compound. I'm at the back of our property and I have about 5.8 acres. My parents are at the front of the property and they have around, I think, 12 acres. And also on our property is my in-laws and an aunt and uncle who live here. They each have a couple acres also. So mainly it's just my family and then my parents who do the animals in our small little farm that we have here. But I want to run you around our property and show you everything that we have. So this is my elevated raised garden bed. Right here I planted two 12-inch seed disc. I bought these at Tractor Supply. So far they're really impressive. I mean, they're growing great. As you can see, I have a few weeds in here I need to start pulling out. Over on this side we have more lettuce growing that's starting to come up. We just planted this less than 2 weeks ago. And over here I planted some carrots, but the only thing growing so far is a bunch of weeds. I'll have to get pulled out of there. Hopefully the carrots start sprouting pretty soon. I've never tried hydroponic growing before, but this year we decided to experiment a little bit. This is a pumpkin that we planted. I actually planted this in our greenhouse back in probably February, and I just transplanted it a couple weeks ago. It's actually doing pretty good. It kind of went through a shock period, but it looks nice now. This was a little watermelon that I had planted, tried transplanting that also. It looked like it had died off, but it's finally coming back. Then we also have our tomatoes that we're trying. And then we've got some in the dirt also. Here's our silver fox rabbits. This is our mama doe. She had a litter about a week and a half ago that was unsuccessful. None of them made it. Of course, she just got moved over here, so hopefully that's the reason. We're hoping for another litter just after Father's Day. Here's our younger doe that will be breeding probably this fall once it cools off from the summer. Hi, girl. I know, you're hungry. You're always hungry. That's our young buck. And I am making them a new hutch setup right now. I want to get them out of those small cages. I'm not a big fan of those. It should be finished by the weekend. We'll get them moved. Okay, so behind me right here is some of our Kiko does. Picked a horrible time to come do this because now it's starting to rain again, so they've all went in their house. But we have two in there. That looks like that's Bucky and Precious. And in here would be Xena and Daisy. They always split up in groups of two. And then our full square bale feeder, which they just emptied yesterday. I need to get that filled back up today. Really takes a lot of the work out of every day with these goats. They're in a lot right now. We rotate their lots. This lot, it's still growing pretty good. Got a lot of clover and grasses and weeds in it. Looks like they've ate all the saplings out of it now. plenty of stuff for them to climb on. As you can see, all the logs. This is Owl Creek. This actually splits the property between myself and my parents. Another video that we had posted before, I'll put a card up for that, of Dayton and I going down and playing in the water, skipping rocks and everything else. Here's our chicken yard. Of course, it's raining again, so most of them are up, and it's just a muddy mess right now. All right, so now I'm in with our bucks. This right here is Ed. He is our Kiko Spanish buck. He is also the father to our 3 that we had born here this year. This is little Scotty. He's our Nigerian dwarf. Is actually up for sale right now along with our 3 Nigerian dwarf does. That white one right there is Chicken. He is our Kiko Spanish Cross weather that we have. And sorry that they're inside right now in this bad lighting, but with the rain, they sure don't like going out. Okay, here we have little Kaylee and her mama Chocolate. We have them separated off still because Chocolate is just not a good mama. She will not feed Kaylee unless we come out here and hold her and keep her still. She also has 2x2 teats. I don't know if that might be why. Maybe if it hurts her, you can see them there. So we will not be breeding her again next year. She will not make the cut. We'll probably take her somewhere and have her processed. Little Kaylee here, though, she's a sweet little thing. She thinks that she's a human. She hates being locked out here with a bunch of goats. She wants to come inside with us all the time. Don't you, girl? Don't you? Here's our 3 Nigerian dwarf does. That's Carrie on the right and her mama Mercy there on the left. Shadow's back in the back. You really can't see her. It's so dark in there. They don't want to come outside much with it sprinkling like it is. Come here, Carrie. Come here, girl. Come on. But these girls are also for sale along with Scotty, our buck. We're going to focus more on the larger meat breeds. There we go. Now our boys decide to come outside. All right, last but not least, here is Patrick and Thunder. Come on, Thunder, come on out. These are our boys that we had born here this year. I think they look pretty nice. They're growing really well. They eat like crazy, so they should be growing. All right, and here's our in-ground garden. We've got some tomatoes, and I think they've got some beans in here. Some cucumbers and pumpkins already growing this year. Some corn. Going to get some more stuff planted out there in that open area. Probably some more pumpkins and just stuff for the animals to eat. We've really cut back a lot on our gardening this year. In the past, we've had up to about 150 tomato plants so we could can. We just don't need it this year, so we finally scaled back. Here's part of our container lettuce that I started early this year. Pick some of this off. I'll take it up to the rabbits. Also feed some to the chickens on my way out. Come on, goats. Come on, goats. Here you go, Daisy. There it goes. Xena, don't you be getting your head stuck again. Yeah, you'll eat the lettuce, won't you? Alright, so that was a real quick tour through our property and our animals. And yes, I know that most of you probably think that I'm crazy after I said that I live on a property where my parents live at one end and my in-laws are at the other end. I completely get it. I've heard it quite a bit too. But it is great for my 5-year-old, Dayton, who's in most of our other videos. He loves getting to go see all of his grandparents all the time, and it's good quality time that he gets to spend with them. And we have pretty easy babysitting for when we need it. So, anyways, hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thanks.